Let's take you to the United States, where the US could face a government shutdown. This is in less than 24 hours, and Elon Musk is pushing for it. US President-elect Donald Trump followed his calls to reject a bill that would have kept the government funded through March, but without it, some public services could be put off hold. So what's it all about and how serious would it be? Well, we have with us Ray Locker for further clarity. Ray, thanks so much for joining us on this update as well. Now, if US lawmakers fail to extend this deadline that the government will begin, then the government, we hear, will begin a partial shutdown. What are the significant impacts of this? Could it interrupt funding? Could it disrupt everything from border enforcement to cutting off paychecks?
Oh, yeah, for a whole slew of government employees. I mean, unless you're in a critical infrastructure job like border security, transportation security, the Federal Aviation Administration, you're not going to get paid. Your government website is going to shut down. There's a lot of things that we depend on that won't happen.
Right, Ray. But with the shutdown potentially threatening the holiday season coming right before it, how much should Congress and the US President-elect consider the economic repercussions as far as workers, businesses, and the general public are concerned then?
Well, I think a lot of people are considering those implications, and that's why they voted for the previous funding bill that was a bipartisan bill that would have kept the government open, and the Senate would have approved it, and we wouldn't have had to worry about this for a while. It was only belatedly after Elon Musk tweeted that the bill shouldn't pass that Donald Trump became engaged in it and said, don't vote for it. And now the second version of the bill has failed. It didn't even come close to getting a majority of Republicans. I mean, a majority of the whole House, most Republicans did for it, but I mean, a lot of them didn't vote for it. So we're nowhere.
Right. And also, Ray, we're hearing that an estimated about 875,000 workers could be furloughed. Is that accurate?
Yeah, it is. And I mean, it's going to affect so many more people than that. Because if a government agency is spending money on your business and that money stops coming, then you don't get paid. And so much of government work is done by companies that are contractors for the government. Those people lose revenue. They may lose their jobs. When we had a previous shutdown, end of 2018, beginning of 2019, I knew a number of people who didn't have work or lost job opportunities because there was no federal money coming.
Right. Well, if US lawmakers fail to extend this deadline, which was for Friday night, the government will begin a partial shutdown in the United States that could interrupt funding for everything from border enforcement to national parks and also cut off paychecks, as Ray Locker is also highlighting. Thanks so much, Ray, as always, for joining us.